honestly a lot scarier than I thought.
Takes a little bit of skill.
Yeah, tell me about the skill. What does it take when you get up on the block and get ready to go?
Well, I was just saying actually to Meg, who you interviewed before, that she's all in her head like, oh, I got this, and I'm like, oh, all these girls next to me don't know what they're in for. I'm just ready to go. Like, they're gonna have to catch me, get as fast as I can. So you just kind of get into that mindset of I'm gonna win this and nobody's gonna stop me.
Wow.
And then you just go. No thoughts during the race.
So, road to the MAC championships, Caroline. We're days away. What's going to be going through your mind when the MAC championships arrive?
I'm really, really excited since it's home. Like I've done this is my 4th year, so I think everyone at this point is just really excited. A little bit nervous, but those will all go away once we get to the time. That leadoff relay is going to set the tone, and I just have a good feeling about it.
So take me back to the last couple of weeks of training, and what have been areas that you've focused on the most with yourself?
Yeah, so I've really been trying to focus on holding my breath and keeping my walls nice and long, which is something I usually struggle with, but it's been getting better. So I'm hoping that at Max I can, just hit those walls nice and smooth and get up and go.
So when you think about this team, I've heard a lot of hype, a lot of energy, and the fact that you're hosting the MAC championships. What should people know about this team before entering the MAC championships?
This team has a lot of heart and a lot of fight, and we're not going down easy, that's for sure. We're ready to bring it. That's what sums it up, basically.
There's been so much build-up. We talked a little bit about that, but if we go even further back to when you started swimming and building into your own self as a swimmer, when did that start? When did you start to really find a love for swimming?
So I know when I was 6, all my friends in the neighborhood were starting to swim, and my dad was a swimmer, so I kind of I'd been doing swim lessons, so it was just kind of like a natural progression for me. Oh, all my friends are going to do it, and my parents are into it. So my dad coached for a long time. I was on the pool deck at age 1 while he was coaching, so kind of just fell in love with it when I started. There's a picture of me, hands on my hips, ready to go behind the blocks, and then there's a picture of me probably last week to this day. I still have my hands on my hips right before I'm ready to go behind the blocks.
It's just the routine.
Yeah, exactly.
In rhythm. You mentioned your dad. What's the best piece of advice your dad has given you about swimming?
Oh, he gives me advice after every single swim I do, but what always sticks with me is that, and it always works, and it always sucks that he's right, but if I just go out fast and just hold on.
Your bread and butter is going fast, and the freestyle is your sweet spot. What's the key to being so fast?
I don't know. I would say just getting myself hyped behind the blocks and being in that mentality, and then just not thinking during the race. Try not to overthink it. Just do what I know I can do. Mason always says, let the speed happen. Don't try to make it happen. Just let it happen.
One thing that you also did in high school, in addition to swimming, which people may or may not know about, which I think is pretty awesome, is you were participating in water polo as well. Why water polo?
It's just a huge thing at my high school, and it's really, really fun. So, you like swimming up until then it gets a little hard, and then you want to do something else, and the coaches kind of, want you to stay in the water, do water sports, and so they kind of offer you that, and most people start playing and they just fall in love with it. And so it just kind of goes hand in hand at my high school and my aquatic club growing up.
I think maybe you take something from water polo and apply it to swimming still?
Oh, yeah.
What do you take? What do you take?
I think just that, fierceness behind the blocks, and just, in water polo, I was always attacking the ball because I was the goalie, so I always attack every race that I have.
Caroline, you are a senior, so nowadays we never know who is coming back, who's not coming back, eligibility. What's it look like for you right now?
So my plan for next year is to come back. You know, like I really thought about it. It's just an awesome opportunity that I get to have because of the COVID year. And I've kind of thought about it since I was a freshman, since I didn't really have a great freshman year, kind of, you know, but I kept thinking about it, so I finally just decided, you know what, I should take the opportunity I have. And I know that it, like, in the long run, I'm so going to be grateful that I did, because I do love this team and I love this sport.
And this team is about to host the MAC Championships. Tell everybody they need to pull up.
Everybody needs to come to the MAC Championships. It's going to be so much fun. If you've never seen a swim meet before, this will be the craziest swim meet you ever watch. So much fun, so much energy, and go Bobcats.
Go Bobcats, let's go.